Keanu Reeves is gearing up to both produce and star in a live-action film and an anime spin-off series based on his Berzerker comic book series from Boom Studios for Netflix. This move adds to Reeves' expanded portfolio of on-screen universes. Netflix, in a press release, has officially declared the inception of the Berzerker Cinematic Universe, or Berzerker CU for short. The initial phase involves a live-action film adaptation, where Reeves takes on the roles of producer and lead actor. Following this, Reeves will lend his voice to the main character in a Berzerker anime spin-off series, set to be available for streaming on Netflix. While specific details about these projects are scarce, the prospect of Netflix investing heavily in what fans affectionately call the Reevesverse is exhilarating. The streaming giant has been actively greenlighting anime series based on various renowned franchises, indicating their confidence in Berzerker's potential success. This development contributes to the ongoing trend of Netflix expanding its anime content and aligning with established names in the industry. Now, what we know is that Production I.G, the animation studio, is making a Berzerker animated series based on the Boom Studios comic, and they're planning to create 2 seasons. Keanu Reeves, the creator of Berzerker, will lend his voice to the character. The announcement came during the Keanu Reeves Berzerker The Immortal Saga Continues panel at San Diego Comic-Con International. Netflix, which acquired the rights to the original comic, described the story as a brutally epic saga following an immortal warrior named B, who is half mortal and half god. Cursed to violence, B works for the U.S. government after centuries of wandering the Earth, undertaking battles deemed too violent and dangerous for others. In exchange, B seeks the truth about his endless, blood-soaked existence and how to end it. Netflix plans to release a feature film adapting the story, followed by an anime spin-off series that will explore different aspects of the Berzerker universe. Keanu Reeves will reprise his role and provide the voice for his character in the anime series. The news was shared during the San Diego Comic-Con International's Keanu Reeves Berzerker The Immortal Saga Continues panel. Berzerker unfolds as a limited 12-issue comic book series, originating from an idea Keanu Reeves has been nurturing for years. If you haven't delved into its pages yet, it's high time to catch up. Brace yourself for a wild ride, as Berzerker makes John Wick's action seem tame. Picture the titular Berzerker casually causing a man's head to explode with a single punch, and dispatching another by stabbing him with a chunk of his own rib cage. The series is an exhilarating blend of the old guard and the intense military action found in films like Black Hawk Down, offering unadulterated, pulpy fun. Created by Reeves, co-written by Reeves and acclaimed author Matt Kindt, and brought to life through vivid illustrations by Ron Garney with colors by Bill Crabtree, letters by Clem Robbins, and character designs and covers by Raphael Grampa, Berzerker is a visceral experience. In Berzerker, the man known only as B is half mortal and half god, cursed and compelled to violence, even at the sacrifice of his sanity. But after wandering the world for centuries, B may have finally found a refuge, working for the U.S. government to fight the battles too violent and too dangerous for anyone else. In exchange, B will be granted the one thing he desires, the truth about his endless, blood-soaked existence and how to end it. Berzerker stands out as one of the most remarkable success stories in 21st century comics. The brainchild of Keanu Reeves, writer Matt Kindt, and artist Ron Garney, the immortal assassin seeking an escape from his endless existence quickly became a sensation. Berzerker #1 achieved instant success, selling out of multiple printings and emerging as one of the best-selling comics of the century. While the series reached its conclusion with issue 12, it marked the beginning of a broader Berzerker universe. Far from concluding, Berzerker expanded its narrative with a special one-shot titled The Poetry of Madness, illustrated by Steve Skroce, released in 2023. The saga continued to evolve with The Book of Elsewhere, turning Berzerker into a multimedia franchise. In the realm of literature, Keanu Reeves found a perfect collaborator in China Miéville. Recognized as one of the most captivating speculative fiction writers today, Miéville has garnered acclaim for his intricate and mind-bending novels, such as The City and Perdido Street Station. His works have earned prestigious awards like the Hugo in the science fiction genre, showcasing a skillful blend of profound ideas and authentic characters. In a parallel fashion, Reeves and his collaborators infused Berzerker with a similar combination of depth and relatable characters, making Meeville an ideal steward for Reeves's compelling character. For instance, examining how Berzerker subverts classic fantasy in its Netflix animation adaptation could be likened to the Doom-level intensity observed in series like Castlevania. Berzerker: Poetry of Madness introduces a thought-provoking dynamic through its central character, B. Despite being a violent defender of Atlantis, ruthlessly eliminating any threat to its people, B paradoxically takes advantage of their love for violence by assuming the role of an unbeatable demigod. This raises questions about his true heroic nature. A genuine savior wouldn't cater to the people's entitlement and perceived supremacy among nations, potentially preventing Atlantis' tragic fate at the hands of an eldritch god. If the underlying critique is aimed at deconstructing the traditional masculine hero, then Keanu Reeves and Steve Scorsese excel at reconstructing this character with intricate depth. While acknowledging the flaws inherent in his archetype, such as uncontrolled rage and a lust for battle, B is portrayed not as an inherently evil individual, but rather as a flawed human being. His devotion to Atlantis is undeniably superhuman, yet he fails to consider the long-term consequences of his actions. Despite Scorsese's vibrant and lively portrayal of the classic fantasy comic aesthetic, a pervasive sense of regret persists even amidst the chaotic and gory battle scenes. This regret becomes the essence of Keanu Reeves' B, highlighting the possibility that despite his Pyrrhic triumph, he may embody the role of a nuanced villain in the narrative. Turning the intricate and complex world of Berzerker into a live-action movie presents both an exciting challenge and an opportunity for Netflix. The comic's success lies not only in its visceral action and fantastical elements, but also in its exploration of profound themes and the psychology of its immortal protagonist B. Adapting this narrative richness to the screen requires careful consideration and skillful execution. One of the key aspects Netflix needs to address is capturing the duality of B's character. As a half-mortal and half-god figure, cursed and compelled to violence, B embodies a nuanced hero with flaws and a tumultuous internal struggle. The challenge lies in bringing out these complexities on screen, portraying not just a relentless warrior, but also a character grappling with the consequences of his actions and the quest for his own mortality. The world building in Berzerker, spanning across centuries and involving a multitude of violent and supernatural elements, demands meticulous attention in the transition to live action. Recreating the atmospheric blend of ancient history, modern military action, and supernatural forces requires a skilled production team, including adept costume designers, set decorators, and visual effects artists. Furthermore, the film should maintain the thematic depth that makes Berzerker stand out. Exploring existential questions, the morality of violence, and the consequences of immortality adds layers to the narrative that shouldn't be sacrificed for the sake of spectacle. A successful adaptation will navigate these themes while delivering the pulse-pounding action expected from a Berzerker film. Casting will be a critical factor in bringing B to life on the big screen. Finding an actor who can embody the physicality, vulnerability, and emotional complexity of the character is pivotal. Given Keanu Reeves' close association with the project, the casting choice for B will play a significant role in either enhancing or challenging the audience's acceptance of a new interpretation. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.